Sir, you need to come back to your office right away. You're not gonna believe it. It's a miracle. Okay, let's take a look and what the? The critics hate it, but people are loving it? This is a Christmas miracle. We're saved!
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
The Venom movie. This was fun. No joke, Sony Pictures made a fun and enjoyable movie with Venom. Sure, it is unfortunate that Spider-Man has no involvement in it, but hey, what they put out is still good regardless. For those who don't know, Sony Pictures does still hold the movie rights to Venom. They haven't gone all the way back to Marvel yet, and after this, there's a good chance they won't. Now, the story is very simple, okay? Basically, some aliens have been brought from outer space to Earth. One of them infects a journalist called Eddie Brock, and now he's got to stop a mad scientist and an evil alien from bringing an invasion to Earth. Simple, easy to understand. It doesn't need to be anything more than that, because it's fun. No joke, the action is just over the top, silly and stupid. And thankfully the CGI used to create the Venom symbiote and all the more outlandish stuff actually looks good. Sure, it's not always in your face, but hey, that's sometimes a good thing. Because it's not the best, but it is far from bad. And on top of that, there's also some solid comedy as well. Not in the same vein as the other Marvel films, or with Deadpool. Instead, Venom occupies a nice little middle ground where it's not afraid to make jokes about, like, death or the Venom symbiote wanting to eat people's livers and heads, but it never goes for full-on gratuitous absurdity like Deadpool does, which is nice to see for a change. And is also an indication of how this movie was originally going to be a hard MA-rated film. But do keep in mind, the pacing in this movie is terrible. The entire first third of it, it was just ungodly slow. And I was actually for a while waiting for the movie to be over, but once it picks up in the second act, man does it start to get good. But that's part of a much bigger issue with the film. It's just got terrible pacing, and that's also part of yet another problem. It is just missing so many scenes and footage. Like, no joke, there'll be some scenes where it's clear they used different takes or sections of conversations were cut out, and you can easily tell the entire scenes and set pieces were just outright stripped from the film. And it will pull you out of it because of how glaringly obvious it is when you notice these. But getting back to what's good about the movie, Venom the character. He is a treasure. Like, the conversations he has with Eddie Brock are funny, they're entertaining, and I know some comic book fans will be disappointed they didn't go for the split personality thing that the character is known for, but with Venom being this vicious, almost moralless creature that's always talking about how he wants to eat people's heads, it's ultimately forgivable, and Eddie Brock is very likeable and portrayed very well by Tom Hardy, the modern-day Mad Max. Now, if you need at least one more reason to see Venom, it is this. It feels like it was made back in the early 2000s, in the same vein as Blade. So if you were a fan of the original Blade movie, you are going to love this movie. Trust me, Venom is a must for fans of movies like Blade.
Hey, thanks for checking out the video, I really do appreciate it. That makes you a very special person that I want to thank. I'm sorry this video took so long to get out. Once again, I've got no choice but to blame myself and some personal problems that have just been keeping me down. But those are over now, and I'm focusing more on just getting as many movie reviews done before the year is out. And up next, I've got a review of the new Halloween, and I've also got my overdue Pathfinder Kingmaker review coming out soon as well as a review of the all-new Call of Cthulhu RPG. Anyway, I got all that and more coming up, so like usual, stick around.